So it began with Anglia Ruskin University having funds available to look at research projects, and Chantal Radley, who lives in Stamford and works for the university, approached Yvette and me about whether there was something that could be involved refugees within the Stamford community, and together we came up with the idea of doing a food project.
My role in this is that I chair a non-profit called Stamford Diversity Group, and really from day one of the first Ukrainians arriving here in Stamford after the invasion, Amanda, Chantal and I have sort of headed up the volunteers for the Ukrainians here in Stamford. Over time we got to know the teenagers a little bit better, and we thought it would be brilliant to do something with them.
I'm a research fellow and I carry out research into migration, refugees and international development. So obviously that's sort of my professional area of interest. So I was given the chance to apply for some funding through a funding stream called Patient and Public Involvement and Engagement, and it's basically a way of getting the public involved in research. And so luckily I was awarded the funding to run this project. So then worked with Amanda and Yvette on designing what that looked like.
There are 8 sessions altogether, and we started off at Stamford College with 2 sessions there, and then we moved around different restaurants in Stamford. So it was really good. The Stamford College sessions were about teaching them the initial things about food safety in a structured learning environment. But then when we went out into the restaurants, they got to see how different restaurants worked. So we did pancakes at Lambert's, where they also learned to make hot chocolate. And then we did curry at the Bombay Cottage, which was very exciting, very hot, and also the naan bread in the tandoori oven, which was very exciting. And then we did sushi and salad, which they all absolutely loved, making their own sushi. And then we went to the Blonde Beat, where they did vegetarian food, so they did falafels and flatbread and hummus.
Throughout the sessions, the idea really was to kind of build up their confidence, build up their English, and gradually introduce into the workshops local teenagers as well, so that they were interacting a little bit more.
And now here we are, and this is our penultimate session, and they're actually learning to do a traditional English tea, but also with a Ukrainian dessert cake thrown in. So actually the chef working with them today is a Ukrainian who's living in the Stamford area.
Well, for me it's a great experience to be an interpreter. Yeah, but apart from this, it was really lovely. I'm honored to work with these people because, you know, these children, they were really laughing, really enjoying themselves at these kitchens. So it was nice to look at.
Part of the beauty of the project was that it was co-produced. So we very much designed it with the young people as we went along. They gave us their input and feedback as to what the later sessions should involve. Some of their parents became involved in the project. That wasn't intended from the beginning. So it really has evolved as we've gone along, and the young people have very much directed and shaped it as they wanted to. So there's a lot of arts-based research methodologies, but there hasn't been much work around cooking. And I thought it could be a really nice way of exploring people's stories and narratives about, you know, where they're from and what brings them to a certain place and how they feel about being there and their connections. And of course food and people's recipes that are special to them is a really lovely way of often exploring someone's history. So that really is where the project came from, and sort of together the 3 of us sort of shaped how we were going to do this and spend the money in a way that involved taking the young people really around all these different community spaces and giving them some insight into, I suppose, what life is like here. They're already settled here, obviously, so they have an idea, but it just gave them access into some of those spaces they may not have been to.
I have enjoyed communication with staff and my friends.
The highlight for me was that we were together, and it just made us more, like, our company more bigger.
I think it's thanks to this project I made more friends on the same hobby. So I have more more friends by now. Even with friends who I talked before, now we're more friendly to each other by now.
Моя дочка перша за свої 14 років приготувала макарони. Дякую проекту.
So first time for her 14 years, her daughter make pasta. So she very thankful to this project.
I found a new friends after this project. It helps me to be more comfortable here, like to feel myself better. Yeah, and I found out new recipes. Yeah, it was amazing. I have some recipes from sushi salad and from Stanford College as well. Yeah, and I tried to make it at home, and yeah, it was good.
So I was artist in this project. I make a few illustrations. When children cook, I make some photo, take some pictures, and after this I work at home and make illustration by like digital art. I enjoyed to look how children communicate when they cook. It was very fun for them, and they was very shy when they come first time. They don't know what to do, how to feel and everything, and after they see chef in Stanford College, they start to be more open, and they work very well together, and they pay attention all of cooking process, and they try to make the best what they can, and it was very fun for them.
This project connected us, and we did a lot of things together. I have more friends, and I know more. Now I know more English. It's better for me, and I learned how to decorate it, and how working with kitchen things. I don't know how to say this.
Yeah, I like that. We learn a lot of interesting facts about cooking and master's process. I can cook many dish and help my parents.
My favorite dish was pizza and potato chips. We made it in Stanford College.
I think the Lamberts, where we did cook pancakes. I really like because I like mixed banana, bacon, syrup, so totally different taste. And also I really like pancakes because it's the dish which I can easily prepare at home.
My favorite dish was sushi and chicken curry, maybe.
I'm very like blonde beet. This is nice, of course, because I'm vegetarian. Yeah, I like vegetarian food.
My favorite dish is sushi.
My favorite part was to cook on tandoor. Yeah, at the Bombay Cottage.
I think for me, success for this project is the fact that they seem to have had a brilliant time. All the sessions they've really enjoyed. From what we can see, there's been lots of laughter, lots of fun. They've learnt a range of new skills that, from what we understand, they're trying out at home. They're cooking things, they're telling us about recipes they want to share, and I think, yeah, it's been a really sort of happy process, and yeah, I think we've learnt a lot from it ourselves as sort of community practitioners, or whatever you want to call us, and we've, you know, I hope they've learnt a lot as well, and I think, yeah, so I would say absolutely it's been a really, really great success, yeah.
Thank you so much for all people who helped with this project, and I want to say that it's really helpful and it's really good. Thank you so much.
and you start.